welcome. It's the Cats. We on Intellectual Radio. We on iHeartRadio. And we on Facebook Live many a times. And we here at the cat out the bag.
Meow. Where's the cat? Where's the cat?
We missing our cat. What's going on with that? Listen, today's show is really going to be a great show. And I'm going to tell you why. Because we letting the cat out the bag about what's really going on. What's happening in the world today. I mean, it's
people
a lot.
Crazy.
People crazy. You know what? And we're going to talk about it today. We want to expose these cats today and really let our cats out the bag today. So I'm glad you guys are tuning in. Tell you what we're going to do. Again, I can't make this stuff up, but week after week, we keep coming here. And our shows just keep getting better and better and better and better. Yeah, and for those of you all that don't know, better is just a little bit better than better. I mean, than better. Better is better than better. So again, today's show is going to be good, but I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and kick our show off like we always do. We got Mr. James J. Hustle in the building.
Yeah, buddy.
We have Miss Monique in the building.
Hey, everybody.
Okay, James.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You know what? Let's just get straight to it. What's really going on? You put a video out there yesterday that had me like, what the heck is going on?
Shaquasia.
Yeah.
Shaquasia.
Yeah, Shaquasia.
Teardrop.
Shaquasia, aka Teardrop. Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on, James? Are you exposing these? You exposing these hoes?
I ain't exposing nobody. My mind just still messed up that buddy out there like that. Like he wasn't like that. So I don't know. I looked back at the video and I just kept saying 6 months ago, because honestly, it kind of screwed me up that literally 6 months ago, you was dressed like a dude. Yeah, you was high, but 6 months later, ass out leggings and I'm in shock.
And I'm troubled because you said he was a bona fide thug. I mean, he was a street killer. So
now, I ain't put out there what he did, where he did it, and all that for the people that be like, man, you gonna get him locked up. No, man, he already for certain things, you know. But yeah.
But bottom line, how do you go from being a bona fide killer to being a gangbanger and taking it up the butt? And he said he loved it. So we want to talk about that today, because I know it's some thugs out there right now. They really thugs, but drop just kind of let the cat out the bag and say they be kind of thugging and hugging each other in a different way.
The man went from guns to glitter, people. Guns to glitter. You know what?
What?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I ain't got nothing against whatever your lifestyle is, as long as I know you come out. If you ain't trying to bother me, I ain't gonna bother you. I don't give a damn. If you a damn Nazi and you living next door to me, if you ain't out there bothering me, I ain't gonna bother you. But if you bother me, I'm gonna bother your ass back. But the dude said he felt free. So he was talking in his right state of mind yesterday. At first, I thought he was out there like that because he was high. I done seen quite a few videos people had been recording of him on the avenue within the past few weeks, dressed like that, twerking and doing all type of stuff. But I was doing delivery. I stopped at the gas station to get some ice for my cooler. Next thing I know, he walk up. What's up, big bro? What's up, Jay Hustle? And I turn around and I see this dude dressed in green. Like, what the hell? And I'm like, hold on, you the dude from, wait a minute. He's like, yeah, man, I remember you from the video. You saved my life. You saved my life. I follow you on Facebook. Hey, can you record me? Go live right now. Let me talk to your people. So I'm like, dude, you serious? So that's when I turned the camera on and I let him talk. So it ain't like I secretly recorded him or tried to expose him or nothing like that. He wanted to be on camera. He wanted to talk.
Yeah.
You know, and I ain't gonna stop that.
And then another thing, he the one walking around here. He's all tatted up with CBL on him. So if somebody wanted to do something, they gonna do it anyway. He been walking around fine all this time, so he's good.
So
anybody don't do that, man. He been walking around in broad daylight like that. Some of the people been recording the videos, putting them out there. They thugs themselves. So if they was gonna do something to him, they would have did something instead of recording. But I wasn't recording him to make fun of him or nothing like that. It's like I really genuinely wanted to know what happened or what triggered that in your mind, because he said his whole life he been gay, but he just decided to come out. What made you decide to just come out like that?
He just kept on saying.
So again, to bring some of the people up to date that may not have seen the video, And when we're talking about what's really going on, we're talking about a guy that used to be a straight gangbanger, you know,
a real
thug has now turned and flipped coat, and he's a bona fide he didn't say gay, he used the word that he's about that life.
He's a little cookie.
So he's a fag.
Well, he said, like he said
he's pride
out there. He repping pride, but he let you know that, look, I ain't no punk.
No,
he sure did say that. Yeah, he sure did.
He let you know he ain't no punk.
Because you heard when the guy was like, I'll shoot you in your face if I see you again. He said, whoever shoot me in my face, they won't be walking this earth no more.
So now I'm gonna throw the ball over here.
Don't underestimate people.
Let them know.
I'm gonna throw the ball over here to Monique. Monique, what's going on in your world?
Yesterday was yesterday. Happy birthday to a friend of mine, King Kaya. He's having 3 birthday parties. And tonight he's having one at the 50-yard line. So 3 birthday parties.
Go to the 50-yard line, they get shooting. I don't go there. I don't go to the 10-yard line. The 10. No.
Okay. So again, you people, we can't make this stuff up. We want to hear from you guys. We want you to call in because it's a lot of stuff that's actually going on, and we need to address the things that's going on. We got a race war taking place. Let's talk about that race war. We have, comments that came from our president.
Self-genocide.
Say it again.
Self-genocide.
Okay.
Black people keep talking about it's the white man holding you down. You holding yourself down. Is there some racist white people out here like them KKK members? Hell yeah. But how can you get mad at them when you should be mad at yourself? I'm going to tell y'all like this, bro. I stopped recording videos every day because honestly, you get tired of it. I ain't never been to war and I got PTSD. I get tired of being emotionless, seeing people laid out on the ground with their brains blowed out and people like, well, you don't care. You don't care. Yeah, I do care, but I see it so much. I just have no emotion about it. My only emotion is anger. But all them bullets y'all shooting, all them innocent people y'all killing, y'all better save them damn bullets. Y'all better save them bullets. Both black, white, Hispanic, y'all better save them bullets because I tell you this. These racist ass people in this country, they are coming out. They coming out full-fledged. It's going to be destruction in this country. You better save them bullets. I'm going to put it to you like that. You're shooting at the wrong ones.
Okay. And you know what? I can't agree with you more. Not only do you need to save the bullets, guess what? We really need to stop fighting amongst each other. And when I say fighting amongst each other, find out who's on your team, because everybody that's sitting with you may not necessarily be on your team, and you won't find out until the guns are drawn. And you looking like, wait a minute, you got your gun drawn back at me. So check your inner circle right now, because we thinking that it's a race war, but it's actually a love and hate war. And right now what's really happening is that the people that's really about love, that's about being respecting each other, letting everybody live and live purposely, they are at war with people who want to be in control, people who want to keep you down. So it's really a love-hate war that's going on. You guys, again, the lines are open. James, give me the number to call in. We want to hear from other people besides us. What's the number to call in?
223-8953. Again, that's 708-223-8953.
Also, I want feedback on old girl that was ran down in Virginia.
I didn't see that.
Just ran down.
People ran down, right?
Right, but one girl died. So I mean, that's another open topic. Right here in Chicago, we had 2 people that was gone down on the church steps as they were going to church. Yes. Let's talk about that. Let's see if we could even get that pastor, somebody on the phone from that church. Y'all share the videos. We want to hear from people. What can we do? You're either part of the problem or the solution. We want to be a part of the solution. That's why we do these shows, to give people a chance to express themselves.
But I will say this, and I say this all the time. Be very careful when you're dealing with people. You do not know where people are coming from. You don't know what somebody went through when they woke up this morning, how they came out their house. And then you get on the streets and people want to just come all sideways, acting all crazy. And that's how stuff gets started as well. That's how it all pops off right there. Something so simple as a hello could change a lot of things.
Yeah, or I love you, or give me a hug, or God bless you. All that goes a long way. This as well. Jumping back to the individuals that was shot on the church parking lot. I've said it before and I can't say it enough. It's time for the church, the pastors, and church to not just be business as usual. We need the pastors to be more accountable for what's going on in their community. We need the pastors
It ain't gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
I hate to say it, but it ain't gonna happen. We think about it. You don't live in Chicago. If you ever watched a movie or a sitcom here, and if you live in Chicago, you know what I'm talking about. But for the ones that don't live in Chicago, if you don't notice, it's a liquor store and a church always right next to each other. Now I love the Lord, don't get me wrong, and I love to drink too. So it's all convenient. But putting all the joking to the side, why is it that we can have churches on one city block? You know how many churches we got around here? Itself, within a 10 to 15 block radius, you have hundreds of churches.
Yeah.
So if you have hundreds of churches, that means you have hundreds of pastors. You have hundreds of deacons. You have thousands of members. Yeah. So why they not on these blocks? Why these churches not out here? Why they not on their own block, cleaning up, helping the kids, handing out school supplies, doing what they need to do? But Sunday morning, they damn sure there with them baskets and them buckets, passing around for an offering. And when you give your offering, if I give you $10 and that's all I have, don't pass your basket back around to me talking about, well, God say that you got a little bit more. God told you to shut the hell up.
Well, you know what? And I'm gonna tell you,
it's 4 churches.
And I'm gonna tell you,
on my block. Like when I walk to the corner, it's 4 churches. I have never seen not one of those pastors outside doing anything. Period. They do things real quick, and then everybody disappears. And then that's when all the people are walking like zombies, standing up in line. They got out there.
I'm gonna tell you something. Here's the answer: a house that is divided will surely fall. So when you got people that's drunk and out of their minds because we got a liquor store on every corner,
and about me?
Right, and then we got all of these different churches. And we got members that's going, I'm a member of this church, I'm a member of this church, and this church. Then as a community, we are divided. And that's by design. So you want to represent your church, but you can't represent your community. You want to represent your neighborhood. And then I'm going to go a little further, is that I keep saying it, the blood is on these pastors' hands as well. Because a lot of the pastors, some of them don't even live in the community that they church in. So if you don't take care of the community that you church in, and you got church members that's from the community, you still no child left behind. You leaving your children behind. And so you're not concerned about what's going on the block because you don't live on the block. You just come to church when you need to come to church, take tithe and offerings. Every now and again, may give some turkeys away for Thanksgiving, but then
turkeys was probably given to them.
Right, no, it ain't no probably to them. They were given to them. But right now, our people need more than turkey and Easter baskets. Right now, we are literally at war, and the war is not a race war. It's not a gang war. It's a love between good and evil. It's a war between love and hate. And right now, what we have to do is be a part of the solution, because if not, it's only going to get worse. And we don't have nobody to blame except for ourselves. So I'm not even saying to the pastors that I want you to do something that I'm not willing to do. Because if we can get these pastors on the street, we can get on the street with them. As a matter of fact, we're going to beat the pastors on the street. If we can help our people, some of these gang bangers that's on the corners and crying out, they're saying, listen, we're tired of dropping dead on the street, but we're fighting against each other because we have been programmed, or we don't have the mentality to say that this war is bigger than us fighting against Ray Ray because he killed my brother. Ray killed your brother because he was confused. Now you confused, and now all we doing is killing each other and setting ourselves up for destruction. So that's my story. I can't do nothing but stick with it.
One
James,
of my
what you
dads
thinking?
is a pastor, and he does go out on the streets. He goes out on the streets, him and some of the deacons, and they talk to the people. Actually, what happened at Friendship Baptist Church, that's where they all fellowship at every Saturday. All of them, every Saturday. And that's sad that they did something like that where they do that at.
And what we do is we sit back. I'm gonna throw you under the bus real fast, James. We sit back and we watch what somebody else do, and then we criticize them. So let's say you go out there and you shoot a video and you bring the awareness for what's happening. You'll have people coming back saying, why you shoot that video? Why you go out there? You ain't doing nothing else. Why you making people aware? You wouldn't even known what was going on if you had not saw the video. So I'm doing my part. I'm out here. And then guess what? If somebody got shot on the church parking lot and I'm out here shooting a video, do you think I'm putting myself at jeopardy too, just to get a message across? You ain't got your butt out here on the video. Matter of fact, you just watching the video and then want to leave a negative comment. Go ahead on and just jump on the other side because you are part of the problem.
Yep.
Now, I was about to speak on two issues, but I'm gonna address what you just said first. People get mad at me for recording videos, but you have to realize we live in a technical world right now. And when something happened, the first thing people do is pull out their phone. Now, me on the other hand, yeah, I always got my phone. I got a backup battery pack and everything. But if somebody is in need of help, I'm not about to pull out my phone and record them. I'm going to help you to the best of my ability first. Now, after, yeah, I'm going to pull out my phone and talk about what happened. So, I mean, how you do it? Like I recorded a lady on the bus stop yesterday. She out there high. The cigarette's about to burn her hand. Oh, man, you shouldn't have recorded that. That's somebody, mama. Why don't you help her? Man, we live in Chicago. I see this every day. You see this every day. Why you not helping?
And
what you doing?
Your video may actually get her help. That's another thing that get on my nerve. People will see your video and say, oh, you could have did something to help her. I did. I pulled my phone out and I let the cat out the bag and I told people what was going on. But you're the same person that seen this same lady in your car and you rolled right on past like you didn't see her. The difference between you and me is that I'm actually going to jump out and say something or do something. And it's not about likes on Facebook. It's not about, oh, who see me? See, here's what happened is that we all have a purpose-driven life. We all have a mandate to do what it is that we can do. And when you don't do what you can do, then it's a higher power.
Something right now. I record a lot of videos. I don't just record crime scenes. I honestly, I first started off recording crackheads. A lot of things are funny to me that shouldn't be funny. I mean, it might not be funny to you, but it's funny to me. If a person is okay, then it's funny to me. Now, if you out in the street, something about to happen to you, then it's not funny. But if you in a safe location and you nodding out and I'm like, look at this nigga here. Yeah, it's funny to me. But I see somebody watching. I'm going to ask you, I'm going to respectfully ask you, call in 708-223-8953. A lot of videos I record of crackheads, and I'm not judging them. Many of them on my friends list because they seen the videos I recorded of them in the past and they family showed them. They voluntarily took themselves to rehab and cleaned themselves up.
Now, see?
So I need y'all to call in if you watching because I see one of y'all watching right now and tell your story because a lot of people think what I do is to make fun of people when it's not like that. I laugh about everything. I laughed at Color Purple when Mr. told the two girls apart. I laughed at What's Love Got to Do with It when Ike raped Tina. I mean, rape ain't funny, but how you gonna rape somebody in last 2.1 seconds? And I told you, woman, that was funny as hell to me. I got a twisted sense of humor.
And you know what? See, that's the thing about it is that people point the finger. I can't tell you. I've covered so many stories as well, and I'm a little bold and I'm a little aggressive. I don't just talk in authority. I walk in authority too. So sometimes I've went to and gotten information that maybe the media didn't get. Here's what I have a problem with: is you guys will allow 2, 5, 7, and 9. Come in and take video, but no sooner as one of us come, you want to say, are you getting paid for this? Is this your job? Absolutely. The difference between me and some of them is that I may actually care.
No, we'll do that around here. We'll record around here.
Do something. Yeah.
They'll let media personnel come in and they'll be surrounding the media personnel. Don't look at them twice. Don't get them no problem. But let you be out there recording, talking about how things need to change and stop. They try to attack you. Jump back on this before I forget it. What I wanted to speak on. We don't have a lot of deacons or pastors in the community doing anything. The one person I can honestly say has been consistent with helping the community is a white man, Father Michael Pfleger. I stand by that man to the fullest. Yep. Like we talking about, we got Rahm Emanuel crooked ass in office. They need to take him out and put Father Michael Pfleger in there. The man does for the black community. He lives in the black community. He helps the black community. He marches for the black community. But where is the black community? What Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton and all these other activists. The only time these activists come around, and it's some young ones, I ain't even gonna say their name to give them no credit and glorify them. But the only time they come around is when it's about views, when it's about likes, when it's about money.
And let me say this about my father, Michael Pfleger, because I did a post on Facebook and I said, Father Pfleger, do not speak for me. And when I said that, it pissed a lot of people off because they didn't understand where I was coming from when I said he doesn't speak for me. And I went to Michael Pfleger's office. Matter of fact, Monique was with me. And Father Pfleger spoke with me, gave me a hug and said, I love you. I appreciate you, and you're absolutely right. I do not speak for you. I do not speak for any African-American female or male. I only speak for Michael Pfleger, and that's all I can speak for. And he said that on my video. But this man is constantly working. He's constantly giving back to the community. Now, I've had pastors, I'm going to let the cat out the bag and say, yeah, he can do that because they give him the money to do that. Well, whatever he's doing, then we need to collectively come together so that it can be done in more than one place. And I'm going to put that video back up since we're talking about this. I even asked Father Pfleger, how could other pastors do the same thing? And he said, I don't know, you're going to have to ask them. So he didn't want to let the cat out the bag. He was being respectable, but I know he could have said some stuff. Some people don't do nothing because they don't want to do nothing. I'm not going to take them extra steps. So again, want to commend that father for doing what it is that he do. Great point. Let me ask y'all this because I had somebody inbox me and they said, Dear Vera, and the cat's out, I am soon to get my wings and become an airline pilot. And I've had a friend that I've had since we've been in grammar school, high school, and we even went through college together. Oh, now I'm 35 years old. I'm about to get my wings. I'm with a new group of people. Mm-hmm. And my friend wants to stay in the same lifestyle, the same area. She's not. How do I address my friend? Because we're moving in separate directions.
Be honest,
you don't. Sometimes you don't have to address your friends when they're going in a different direction. We all grow out of people. I have friends that I love to death. Do I speak to them every day? No, I don't. But is that love going to always be there? Yes, it will. Sometimes you don't need to say anything. You don't owe nobody nothing.
Man, I got family I see every day, and they walk past me. You speak to them, they look at you like you crazy.
Now, you know what? That's easier said than done. Because here's the thing. She said the magic word. She's about to advance. And anytime you are about to advance, and people that have been your friends for years, you don't advance and keep them in the crowd, then you've automatically become bougie. You was with me when I wasn't on nothing and when you wasn't on nothing. But now that you got the radio show, now that you got the better job, now that you got XYZ, now you don't have time for me. I'm going to take it a little further. Mess around and get married. You got people that saying, oh, you married now. Oh, she got married and she forgot about us. No, I ain't forgot about you. We wasn't on the same page. And even though we may have been friends for that long, don't think I didn't see that you wasn't for me and that we wasn't growing. You can wear a pair of shoes for so long, but eventually it's time to get us some new shoes and keep on walking. It ain't got nothing to do with our past walk. You're just not a part of this new walk.
I just always say that all hate don't need to even be addressed. Just let them keep on hating. Just let them do what they do. Because they're not going to understand where you're coming from anyway. Because if they was right, they wouldn't even be questioning you in the first place.
So to answer this lady's question, I'm going to put it back on you, James, and then back on Monique. What would your advice be to this young lady as far as her friend is concerned?
I thought it was a guy. But that's my fault for assuming. Is the friend really a friend, or is the friend a friend?
So they are just friends. They've not been intimate. She said that this is just her friend, and they've been buddies, kicking it, hanging out, and doing things. But now she has a different agenda for her life. She's about to get her wings, and she's with a new group of people. So she's doing things different. So every day at one time, but now I'm not smoking weed no more.
Yeah, it's like you said, it's about advancing. If you can't be with somebody that's just gonna hold you down where you can't move. If your friends and your family not motivating you, encouraging you to grow, then they want your friends in the first place. Now, if she has become successful in life and she has worked hard and strived and she's about to become a pilot, and we're talking about she's African American.
Yeah.
We're talking about a black female pilot. That's something that you rarely see. We tried to get into the Air Force. That was my thing. I wanted to fly. You rarely see black female pilots at all. You rarely see black pilots at all. So for a black female to do something like that, that's an achievement within itself. And if your friend, I'll just say it.
Not on the same level.
A lot of people just envious. They hate to see you doing anything. Ain't no telling how many times that friend said, well, girl, why you want to fly? They ain't gonna let you make it. I don't know why you going to school. You wasting your time. So now that you've proved to yourself and everybody else that you could achieve your goal, look at the people trying to hold you down and keep you back where they at. If they're not trying to grow with you, you got to cut them weeds. Point blank, period.
I heard that before, and guess what I did? I ignored it because I know who I am. I don't have to explain myself to nobody, because if you know me, you know me. So whatever.
And I've
been there before.
Some people just hate to see you make it.
That's right.
Like it, and you know the crazy part, like I get people come at me all the time, and it's crazy. You getting this, you getting all type of money, you getting it. Why you even got to GoFundMe? Because y'all told me to get it, and y'all still ain't donated nothing.
Yeah, and I'm about to put a GoFundMe up for something too, and I want to see.
But people putting GoFundMe's up.
I want to see
for
who's
fake
really
booty
help.
surgeries and people giving
You're
them
gonna see where your money when I put it up.
But
there.
I risk my life. Don't nobody want to give none. But you ain't got to give nothing. It's all good with me. But way more than you, hating on you because they think you have something that they don't.
Yeah. And you do have something they don't. And that's why they know that you have something that they don't. And that's why they don't want to see you make it, because they feel like your shine is going to automatically outshine them. So that's why I say, if you keep on doing what thus said the Lord, what God got for you is for you anyway. Can't nobody hold you back on that. I want to say this to the young lady that sent that message concerning her about to fly. I want to take you to the butterfly. Okay, and we know that the transition that the butterfly take is coming from a caterpillar to a butterfly. And so once you get your butterfly and you'll get your wings, as you're flapping your wings, not everybody's going to be able to hold on. So I just want to tell that sister, go ahead on and fly. Go ahead and fly high, as a matter of fact. And if your friend can't hold on, that's okay. She served her purpose. You people that you come across, as TD Jakes would say, there are people that's there for a reason. There are people that's there for a season, and then there's people that's there for a lifetime. When you start flapping your wings, those people that may have been there for a reason or a season, they're not going to be able to stay on because they was not meant to be there for a lifetime. Yep. Fly on, sister.
You know, one thing that really irritates me, why do we talk stuff, and I've talked stuff about it too. I'm not even finna sit there and lie like, damn, there's 18 of them in that truck. Yeah, I've said it. Hispanics can stick together like, while we sitting around talking stuff like, man, there's 20 of them in that house. We don't realize that 20 of them in that house contribute and everything, and them 20 people pay for that house and them bills and them 2 brand new Cadillac trucks they got within 6 months. When they pay for that, they move on to the next house and the next house and the next house. They stick together, they help each other.
I'm sorry, but I can't live with 20 people, let alone 3.
That's you. White people, same thing. They support their own. Asian and Koreans, they got beauty supplies, they support their own. Black people do not support their own. Black people do not help their own. Like, for instance, when I moved out of the city, and unfortunately I'm back, I ain't go nowhere. I went to what, Forest Park and then Hillside. Everybody, man, you acting funny, you bougie, man. You moved out the hood, you bougie.
Right.
How in the hell are you bougie? Like she just said, Hillside is still basically the hood, except it ain't all that killing. But I would rather worry about somebody stealing my lawn furniture than my daughter catching a straight bullet through the window. Right. But how are you bougie for trying to better yourself? How are you bougie for taking your family, your children out of an environment that's messed up into something that's better? How are you bougie because you want your child to actually have an education and not see the death and devastation, or have to walk from school and see red and yellow tape, or with somebody with their brains blown out? How is that bougie? Bougie about it, like,
what's bougie about it is that call it bougie. So you gotta once again, people tell you what they thinking. So the reason why it's bougie to them is because they're envious or they're jealous of your movement. So that's why they call it bougie, because they looking at you from a low level. You looking at me, step up to my level, because if you step up to my level, you will understand that it ain't bougie.
Right.
But because you down, that's them the only words you can come up with. Words that fit your description, character, that fit your mindset. So to some, I may be bougie. To some, I may be just cool and grand.
I just think that everybody done lost their mind these days. That's all I can say. I have encountered some stuff that don't even make any sense. But guess what? I'll never get the answer to it. I'm starting not to even care.
And you know what? I got a young lady on here that's talking about a
crazy.
shooting that took place in Chicago near 97th and Yates. Let me know exactly. Oh, you know about that incident?
Somewhat. Yeah.
Okay, so she's talking about a shooting, and she says, I know it's not pertaining to the subject, but somebody got shot near 97th and Yates, and the issue is that the name is similar to her nephew, a child of her deceased brother, and she was only told the names is Karen and Kawan. So she's trying to get like more information. Do you know anything about that shooting?
I just heard something about it. I don't
Do anybody know anything about that?
Okay. So anybody who knows anything about the shooting that took place on 97th and Yates, to call in. And I don't even know if the Crime Chaser covered that story, but Martin G, if he's tuned in and he knows something about that incident, we got a young lady that's, looking for more information.
Somebody said a teacher killed himself. I don't know about that.
I'm so tired of all these old
Erica, what had happened at? What happened with the teacher that killed himself?
223-8953.
So again, Martin G, if you're looking on either one of these platforms and you know anything about that incident on 97th and Yates, it's a young girl here asking questions concerning it. So our phone is ringing. We need to hear from you guys.
708-223-8953. Ain't nobody been calling in lately. Everybody want to watch, but don't nobody call in. Call in.
Because what happened?
Tired of the killing. They tired of the killing.
Well,
we see it every day. We walk out our front door.
And some people scared to call in, but we promise we're not gonna go off. If y'all call with the right energy, because they was like we ain't calling y'all show because y'all go off.
That be James.
Right, James.
If you call and you show respect, we show respect. But if you talking crazy, then I don't know about them, but I'm an asshole. I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Yeah, well, we'll give it back, but we're gonna at least try and love you. So don't be afraid to call into the show. We do want to hear from you. And again, if you call us reckless, host, but we can get reckless too.
They said a teacher killed himself in Georgia and it made world news. Now, I'm gonna say this. It's a sad situation, but I guarantee you the teacher wasn't black. And why did a story like that make world news when we got so many other things going on? Why is that not making world news? I still want to know what them troops at, them feds at that Trump was supposed to be sending, because I'm tired of seeing babies laid out. Now, if you're a part of the streets, and I ain't saying nobody deserve to die, but if you're a part of the street game and you live that life, something happened to you, that's on you. My condolences to the family, but that's on you. But it pisses me off when it's innocent people getting killed.
I have a question.
Women and children getting killed.
My question is this. Why come these people, some people can come to our neighborhoods, but we can't go to theirs? Now, walks down Pulaski. Y'all see all them white people over there standing up in line. They all high and all that. Where the hell they come from? Where do they live? And why are they out there from sun up to sundown?
They live in the park. You see them damn camping gear and backpacks. They be walking with the dogs and everything.
Yeah, but they really out there house. They're overdosing on the blue line.
And
where do they come from?
No, Shannon, I ain't saying
where do they come from? Please explain to me.
I'm gonna tell you where they come from. They come from all the same place, all the other people that's in our community, that's making money, that's opening up shop. Anybody can come into the African American community and open up shop and live. We are the only ones that can't go. Well, when I say African American community, I'm saying black folks, because 95% of the people that live in the neighborhood that descend. However, when it comes to businesses or people that's actually making money, those are not the people. And we are the nicest people and the unracist people on the planet, because we allow anybody to come in and do whatever they need to do. Other people don't allow that stuff because they are racist.
We allow anybody to come into our neighborhoods and open up shop, do what they need to do. To think that way. Why can't people just see each other as people? Why can't black, white, Hispanic, and Asian build something together. If you want to make a better life for your family, why is it so hard for everybody to just see each other as equal and do that? Why does it have to be, oh, it's a black man? We got white people all in the neighborhood around Garfield Park. They ain't bothering nobody. They jogging, walking with their dogs. The little thugs move out the sidewalk and everything.
Bothering somebody because they want to move out the street when I'm trying to walk.
You ain't let me finish. Dude was on Jackson and I think it was Springfield. White guy jogging through there, go through the sidewalk. They move out of the way, no problem. But an old lady come walking down the street with a walker. Old black lady, had to be late 80s, early 90s. Don't you know they didn't move? This lady had to go around the damn grass. So that's what I don't understand. Why are so many black people trying to destroy their own damn people? How can you respect somebody else of another skin color when you can't even respect yourself or your own skin color? It should be everybody respecting everybody. That's why people get pissed off when I say all lives matter. Now, I know what the Black Lives Matter movement means, but in my eyes, the way I was raised, and my father and my mother came from Mississippi. My father was a sharecropper. They both experienced racism. They both have seen people hung from poles down there and here in Chicago. My father can tell you some stories you won't believe, but not once did my father ever raise me or my siblings to be racist or to hate anybody. And it's sad, man. Racism, you're not born with it. You taught it. Now, how can two people that come from the worst part of Mississippi that went through the worst things in life teach their child to grow up and not be racist and respect people?
Because we don't teach that. I mean, 9 out of 10, and I'm just gonna, and I don't have the stats, but I'm gonna say it just because I know us. Look at our communities. We don't honor racism. Anything about racism. We will do business with Lottie Dottie and everybody. We got the Chinese. They over here what they have. We have no refund, no exchange. We don't care. We let Mexicans fry chicken and fish. Right. We don't care.
Chicken.
Yeah, we got Mexicans frying chicken and making barbecue. We don't care about that. We eat the tacos. We eat the barbecue. We eat it all.
I ain't got nothing against the Mexican. Stop frying chicken and the fish. Get back to tacos. I like tacos. Give me some tacos.
They need to act right on the job. That's what I like. The Mexicans need to do. They don't act right at work.
But we don't care. All I'm saying is that we are not a racist people. Here's what we need to understand is that the war that we are in right now is a war of love and hate. And that's what's getting ready to surface, is that people learn to just love. And we winning in that war. We will win the love war because we actually know how to love.
I love to see people succeed. That's what I love. Now, white people moving into my neighborhood, bad neighborhood. Don't nobody bother them. Mexicans, I gotta glorify the Mexicans. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I gotta glorify
I've been
them.
abused by Hispanic people.
This Mexican guy,
I like him. I love
moved
him,
on my block. He's bought 3 houses, 2 on my block and 1 right around the corner from me. In these houses, they've cleaned up the block. When they clean up your stuff too. When they cut their grass, they cut your grass too. When they had their parties and they quinceañeras, hey, hustle, you want to come over? You want a Corona? Yeah, like coming over there. They be having whole pigs out there roasting.
Yeah, they nice when they your neighbors, but when they are on certain jobs with you, they do not act right. I'm gonna tell you why. Because they're illegal. They stolen their identity and they're jealous of you because they're underpaid and you getting paid what they think they're supposed to get paid and they're not. So they're nasty on the job. They are nasty. They
nasty on the job. Yeah. Now, I've worked with Mexicans on the job.
I like you outside the job, but not on the job.
You got to look at it like this, though.
Right.
Honestly, I don't give a damn. If you ain't out here bothering nobody or killing nobody, I don't give a damn if you're illegal. If you live in the right way, I don't care. But they on the job, and you say they jealous because
they're illegal.
People that are not illegal are getting paid more. You know why they jealous? I don't think they jealous. I think they pissed off because us as black people, and I have been guilty of this, working on a job, and they be like, Mr. Hawthorne, can you grab that garbage can? I'm like, man, that ain't my damn job. I ain't taking no garbage out. You know what that Mexican do? Yes, sir, I got it. Whatever you need, I got it.
Choice.
At least they busting their ass. Black men will sit around and come up with more excuses than a nigga about to go to jail, and they will not do a job. A Mexican will take his ass out there in his Walmart work boots, and he will build a whole goddamn highway for $3 an hour while you complaining about $30 an hour.
We're talking about different. Well, we working
and
different
live in
fields, so I'm talking about
something
else that you definitely you definitely cannot be that inappropriate.
Hell, I worked at Nabisco. You know how many Mexicans was there?
They're inappropriate.
Man, they was packing them boxes doing their thing. They showed me how to do it, but at the same time, they kind of distance themselves. So I understand what you mean, but it's about survival. If you come from a place where you gotta survive and they on the job and they looking at it like this, I'm making less than them and I'm doing more than them and I'm staying more hours than them, busting my ass. Why should I teach them? Why they gonna teach you how to do a job so you can take their job?
I'm tired of talking to you.
And then here's the thing.
I'm getting sick of talking to them because every time you go and talk
Earl said we talking about something that took place 10.
What's going on right now?
You want to talk about something that took place long ago? Me for this. But am I mad about slavery that it happened? Hell yeah. Am I ever gonna forget about it? Hell no. But black people and white people need to cut the bullshit. It ain't a white person alive today that I know who ever owned a slave or had a slave plantation. It ain't a black person alive today that I know that's ever been a damn slave. Now on your job, they working you like a slave, that's different. But yeah, was it wrong? Hell yeah. Am I still angry about it in some ways? But I'm not blaming people that didn't do shit to us. Now, your ancestors, your great-great-great-grandfather that looked like the dude on the Quaker Oats box, I will dig his ass up and chop his head off. But you good with me. If you ain't bothering me, like I got a lot of white people on my friends list. Some of them are in the closet racist, and I found that out when I put up certain things. They ass go. I delete them. I don't deal with them. But then you have some, and this is what pisses me off. Why should somebody else of another skin color about what's going on in the neighborhood and try to do things to help more than our own people? People need to see each other as people and grow the hell up and stop this bullshit, or we gonna have the biggest race war that we have ever had. We already finna be at war with North Korea. That little short ass gummy bear looking dude, Kim Jong-un, he crazy as hell. Trump crazy as hell. That's like me. I can't be president. I think I would be a good candidate, but I'm too outspoken and I'm too much of an ass. So I'm like Trump. I'll push the button. I ain't even finna play with you. I will turn the United States into mush. What the fuck he say? Oh, blow his ass up. That would be me. So I'm not a good candidate for president. Man, people need to stick together. Y'all don't get it.
You know what? And again, today's topic is what it is. It's open conversation. So whatever you decide you want to talk about, it's no right or wrong, because guess what? It's your opinion. We all have opinions. They're like buttholes. We all have one. But again, I'm going to say this, is that when it's all said and done, love and hate, that's what we need to come against. If you are for love, if you are for helping and building people, that's where we're at right now. Then you need to go to a whole nother place and hate on yourselves and hate with other people that hate. I have
somebody on my live video that said he wanted to talk to us. So you're here.
Okay.
What did you need to say, Mr. Fleming?
It was like 5 or 6 years ago, right?
Okay.
We was in a gang that still is whatever. I ain't had no problem with that. We had an application. We broke my jaw with a baseball bat. And got away scot-free. Am I wrong for putting my hands on him? Because I could go the street route and handle it like an OG, but I prefer to box the neighbor.
Okay, now let me do this because I know our listeners
was trying to repeat what he said.
Okay, repeat.
You said what you wrong for defending yourself, right?
Speak in the mic. Speak in the mic, Monique.
You said what you wrong for defending yourself against that.
It happened because I couldn't really hear him.
Can you know what? Can you say that again? Because you kind of sound a little.
Matter of fact, tell him to call in.
Call in.
708-223-8953.
Call in. Okay.
Post the number again, 708-223-8953. And again, you guys, let me just throw this out there. It's the Cats Out Show. We are on Intellectual Radio. We on iHeartRadio, and we on Facebook Live many of times. And what we're here doing is letting the cat out the bag. Meow. So
hey, Joe.
Call in. We got a few seconds for that caller. Call in. We'll give you a chance to speak before we wrap it up, you guys. You guys got anything while we're waiting?
Try to jump in the comments. I don't know. Y'all want to get back to talking about old boy from yesterday, Shaquasia?
Yeah, you know what? Let's talk about guys that's in the closet. And is it appropriate if a guy's in the closet? Is it appropriate to bust them out? Is it appropriate to put information? If they in the closet, they probably in the closet for a reason. So when you get information on the guy that's in the closet, ready to expose them. What you think, James?
That's at their own discretion. But then these guys can't get mad if they get exposed, because if you didn't have your nasty ass out there bent over for Ray Ray, then you wouldn't have nothing to worry about. So if they put you out there, they put you out there.
Or maybe they had Ray Ray bent over.
Maybe they had Ray Ray bent over. You know, it go both ways. I done heard some stories. I done seen some videos that I can't believe.
But now let me say this too, because see, some of the toughest gangbangers, some of the toughest gay are gangbangers. And we know that. That's a cat that we know.
Some of the toughest thugs and gangbangers are gay.
Well, people are saying, Joseph Harvey is saying, yeah, people do need to be exposed because it prevents AIDS. People out here doing the most, and then they going home laying up with women. Know this.
And that's the only thing I have against gay guys. What's going on. I'm telling you my problem with gay guys and gay women.
I got a couple of women saying it's not appropriate to expose. But ladies, how would you feel if your man is the one that came home with you and he was the one laid up with another man?
See, this is my thing.
Can y'all answer that?
I ain't gonna say her name.
I understand how you feel like it might not be appropriate, but have you ever thought about it in that way?
My problem is, if you gonna do something, do it, live your life. But these dudes are sleeping with other dudes raw, and they getting head from other dudes raw tonight. You can't catch nothing from head. You a lie. You can catch stuff through condoms now. Right. HPV, crabs, and whatever. You sleeping with these dudes at night. Then you go home to your woman or your wife. And the next night or that same night, you sleeping with her raw. So now when she get HIV or AIDS or something she can't get rid of, now you want to blame her. My hair with gay guys, like, just bring your ass out the closet. And if you're going to do something, at least protect yourself. Like, it's too many nice looking good women out here for you to go to dudes. But if that's what you like, that's what you like. But don't sleep with a dude and then go sleep with your woman and you passing some stuff off. That's my problem I have with it. Just bring your ass out the closet.
And then the real truth is, and we can't make this stuff up, is that a lot of the gang bangers that's running around here with their pants sagging off of their behinds.
Ooh, he said that yesterday.
He said that yesterday. And some of the toughest thugs that's out here, when they get through killing up the block, they are smoking whatever they smoke, and they're having sex with one another. So it is what it is. Ray Ray may be a thug, but he's also bisexual. And then a lot of times when they go to prison, they are put in compromising positions. And even if you are in prison, and if you were taking it up the behind, or you had somebody that you were screwing up the behind, you are still gay. Men do not have sex with other men, and they don't receive sex from other men without being bisexual. It's really just that simple. And a lot of them are free today, and they're still gang banging, and they're still thugs, but they're still gay.
Just popped up.
It's just that simple.
4:55 to the end of your live video. Facebook stopping live videos now. They giving you time limits.
Really?
It popped up. It said 4 minutes 55 seconds to the end of your live video.
Wow. So again, we can't make this stuff up, y'all.
I want to say something else. And you women out here trying to fight over people and these outside in public, fight your man in your house. Don't come outside with that shit, because you ain't gonna do nothing when you find out the truth anyway. So don't come outside trying to fight nobody else. Nobody owe you nothing.
Ladies, y'all,
that's a good cat.
The more gay guys out here mean the more women for guys like me. You know, I'm kind of taken right now, but you know, y'all know what I mean. Women too beautiful, man. Yeah, vagina is good. It's delicious.
And I want to support.
There's too many men out.
I want to jump on what Monique is saying after we close out. All these women making these videos fighting over their man. I see that. All these. It went down. This went down. All these women fighting each other over a man, but won't fight that man in the house. So y'all won't team up and whoop his behind because maybe you guys didn't know about each other, or You should not be fighting in the street over some man.
The only time
Here's
a woman
the thing.
should fight another woman is if that woman knew about her man. Like if that's your friend, your cousin, or something, yeah, but whoop her ass. But if she don't know nothing about you, why you fighting her? Fight him.
And still, I'm gonna fight in the house first.
Matter of fact, you grown. Stop fighting. You a grown ass woman.
Fight at all. Don't even.
So
fight
here
at
we
all.
go, you guys, with today's topic.
You ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna leave them.
It was an open conversation. So we spoke about many of different things. Some you may agree with, some you may not. But when it's all said and done, that's exactly what an opinion is. An opinion is just like an asshole. We all have one. We hope you voiced your opinion today. And if you're not pleased with ours, leave your comment. Let us hear your opinion. But what we do and what we do unapologetically and what we do week after week is we come here and we let the cat out the bag. Meow. That's no way